Open your mouth. Spread your legs. Clear. Let's go.
Yo, what up, what up? Welcome back to Dog in the Yard with your boy Pistol Pete. And we here, Brooklyn Bridge. And you already know it's beautiful out. T-shirt on. You already know it's feeling great. Today we got Bossalinie in the building. He served 19 years in prison. And he's here today. And with that being said, let's get right to it, man. You already know. Bossalinie, Dog in the Yard. Brooklyn Bridge. What up, what up, what up? You already know it's your boy Pistol Pete. Welcome back to Dog in the Yard, and today we got Bossalinie in the building, straight from the BX Borough. What's up, Bossalinie? How you, man?
Regular. How y'all doing?
I'm good, brother. How's everything going with you, man?
Healthy. I'm just happy to be here, man.
That's what it is. That's right.
Got a lot of good brothers in here. It was good seeing y'all.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's always going to be like that.
Yeah.
When you in that yard, you're going to see them good brothers and all that.
So walking by.
That's the feel that we want you to feel when you come here.
No question.
Feel me?
Good vibes.
A whole bunch of good brothers and all that, but we home.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? Instead of being, you know what I mean? We home, we here.
No question.
You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, man, I want to, where you from in the Bronx?
Moved around like 13 places in Bronx. My mom's, I don't know if she had a problem paying rent, and we just moved around a lot.
I moved around, yeah.
Yeah, but started in Carroll Place 166 behind the Bronx Museum for 8 years. Then I went to 169th Grand Concourse. That's like my main stomping grounds because, you know, that's what taught me how to be a man, like how to fight, how to dress, how to, you know what I'm saying? Like, then I moved uptown, like 205th and all that in the concourse, but always Grand Concourse. Up and down. My world.
And what year you started getting in trouble?
Like 13.
Wow.
Yeah, my rap sheet go back to
what
like
year
when I was
was
13, like 92, 93.
Okay. And when did you first caught that first in trouble with the law?
It was like a game though, like a cat and mouse game, because you know they give you a slap in the wrist, you young, juvenile, and it just escalates. Like I think if you don't get that discipline early on, my mom's just let me do what I want. She was always working. I was born. I give you a little backdrop. I was born in Puerto Rico, so when we came over here, my neighborhood was mostly Jamaican, black, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So it was just like my mom's like, I gotta go to work. It was just us.
It was just you and your moms?
Me and my mom's and my older sister. She was like 2 years older than me. So she was like 5, 7 years old. We were just trying to find a way. So as a man, I don't know how to talk English and all that. So universal language.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that the problems came, who was jumping you, you know, you start getting with the hands. So now I gotta go get a gun. Right. And then, you know the story. It just escalates from there to there.
So at what age you actually got caught and went to, you know, whether it was juvenile or jail, prison?
So
as an adult.
Yeah, the 13 years old, 15 years old, they give you the little slap on the wrist, whatever. You gotta do a program.
When you graduated.
Yeah, then you graduated. I think I went to Spofford when I was like, what was that, 16, 17 years old.
Okay.
And that shit right there was just like, I think my first week there, I had like 10 fights, you know what I'm saying? And then it's just like, damn, so this is what I got to expect. So when I got out, got a little, you know, a little break and came home, I was just like, all right, I'm gonna clean my act up. But it's hard to clean your act up when you're around the environment. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can I say I'm gonna go do this and that, and if everybody's still on that type of time?
As soon as you step out your house, it's like there.
You're on that type of time. Like, I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm going to school, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Everybody, like literally my mailbox, I go open my mailbox and the dude be like, yo, hold on, shorty, let me get that out of there first. He got drugs in my mailbox. Oh, and I was like, damn, so this is, you know, we don't have doctors and lawyers we look up the drug dealers, the killers. So this is what I want to emulate growing up. So it was just a matter of time until I became what I saw.
And what year was that?
I will say, so 17, like I said, I went to Spofford. I didn't really learn nothing, like, you know, still learning my key, thugging and bugging the streets. I think when I became 19, that's when I think I became what drove me to this long sentence. Because now, you know, now you heavy in the drug game and all that, you know, and like you start elevating to a different ball game. So I think I say when I was 19, around the time I think Biggie died. That's when it was like everything. I try to capsulize it in an era. What happened at that era? Because, you know, a lot of that shit's a fog. But I remember when Biggie died. Okay. And that's when I was like, damn. And I think around that time. Okay. And a couple of years later.
What you went to jail for?
I went to jail for a murder.
Okay. And what happened? What was the outcome? I mean, you went to jail. You got caught for what?
Yeah,
body?
so I went, and it's crazy because you always know you want to do better. So I had a kid at the time, and I'm like, I'm gonna transition and try to get my life together. And I moved to Yonkers, but then it's like a dog returns to vomit, like a full return to his folly. I was just like, damn, the job ain't really working. You used to making $20,000 a week. Now you making that shit like in, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I went back to the block and ended up doing the chucks, going to rob some drug dealers or whatever. And you thinking it's just it's drug dealers. Ain't not gonna happen. And it was like the one of the worst the bad decisions. I don't like to say mistakes I made because 3 people ended up getting shot. 1 died, and all that YO shit was sealed. You know what I'm saying? So you still gotta. That's your first felony technically, but it's just like they talking about football numbers. As soon as I come in, and I'm like, shit. I'm in Rikers Island 4 years waiting to get sentenced.
When you went up to the island?
After?
No. What building you went on the island?
First building was C95.
Okay, what was your experience? Coming there?
Yeah.
It's dirty.
Yeah.
You got dope. I mean, break it down.
Yeah. So we in projects. You know how it is. The projects 3 top, and I'm going to court every day and all that. And it's a dorm setting. So I'm like, damn, this dude's snoring right next to me. Dude's is dirty and all that. So he's like, all right, whatever. It is what it is. Jail. And I'm going back and forth to court. And this moment right here is when everything changed for me in prison. It's like the first week I'm going back and forth to court. I remember being in the bullpen and the shit is packed. And a couple of dudes in my house is beefing about a dude. They like, yo, this dude be violating. He don't let nobody get on the phone. He be doing this. And I'm listening to them. I'm like, oh, these dudes in my house. So I'm looking at him like, who y'all talking about? They're like, son over here. I'm like, why y'all don't jump the nigga? Like, y'all scared of him? Jump him. They were like, nah. So I was already stressed out because the lawyer's like, yo, you should just cop out to that 25. I'm like, you gonna take half of that time? Like, how you telling me to cop out? So I was already stressed out. So I'm like, who, this lame over here? So I went to approach him. I'm like, yo, dude's tired of your shit. Long story short, we get into a fight. I get the best of him, whatever. Palmer, I don't know if you remember Palmer, C.O. Palmer. He come in the bullpen, separated, whatever. And after that, I noticed when I came back to the house, I had his slot time now, right?
Right.
Now I got his slot time. Now I didn't even eat chicken at the time. I got his chicken. So I'm like, oh, I see. This is like the street principles. The more violent you are, the more now you get.
The more you get.
Yeah, remember that series Highlander when you cut a nigga's head and you get the nigga's spirit or power? And I was like, oh shit, okay, so if I do this, and that, now I get, and forget it, man. When free local, as they say, like I continue like, all right, as soon as a nigga act up, I'm smoking, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and that shit intoxicates you. It's like power corrupts absolutely. When you get too much of it, it's like, yo, I just gotta be more. The more violent I get, the more respect I get, and that shit led me to a lot of box time. 2 new beds in Rikers Island.
What?
Yeah, when you in Rikers, you can get rearrested again.
Break that shit down.
So I'm thinking like, all right, so I'm in the street element. Dudes walking around with money. I'm like, I'm gonna be part of that. So I start selling dope in Rikers Island. I got my stamp. I'm sending money home. I'm paying for rent. I'm doing good. Right? Like, yo, I'm taking it like this nigga taking care of from prison. One day slipping, going to sick call, the clinic. They searching everybody. They caught some dope on me. They gave me a new charge for that. I'm like, it's light. When you didn't get sentenced yet, the way the law works is everything runs concurrent with your bid, meaning you don't get on top of it. Up north is different. We know that. You get it consecutive, meaning after you finish your time, we want that time. So I was like, man, I'm going to die in prison anyway. That's the mentality. So add that to my bid, add it to my tab. Then I caught another bid. I got a little gang assault in the yards. A couple of my boys, I was gangbanging at the time. Caught an assault with another crew of men, and 6 people ended up getting cut. One got his lungs caved in because he got stomped out. So back up, my man got stabbed. Ended up giving me 6 years for that. But once again, everything's concurrent.
Okay.
Until I finally go up north, and then that's a different game right there.
So what was your first stop?
So my first stop, I'm thinking box time followed me and they sent me to upstate. But they sent me to upstate Cadre. So I was like, what's this? Is the box? It's like, nah, they sending you Cadre. I'm like, oh, it's fire. I'm chilling. But I'm still on that same stupid type of time. I'm gangbang, I'm selling drugs, and I still got an open case. I'm going back and forth to Rikers. So I bring down tobacco to Rikers, come back up with drugs, go back, and I was boiling. But then a dude pops up that I had beef with in the jail. Nothing changed, same protocol. Y'all, I'm gonna go run down on this dude. The year was like 05, and dudes told me, yo, this is upstate Cadre, bro. This is not Kasaki, Elmira. They got cameras everywhere. Dudes don't get clapped in this jail. They gonna fade you. I'm like, yo, the jail don't make the jail. The niggas make the jail. I'm gonna smoke this dude. I smoked him. They gave me 60 months in the box for smoking that dude. For people that know math real quick, 60 months is 5 years in the box, solitary confinement, 23 hours lockdown.
Facts. So when you went straight to the box.
Don't pass
Break
go,
that
don't
box
collect
down. For those that
$200.
never been to the box, break that down. Your first day in the box. I mean, after you never been in the box before. I mean, yeah, you've been in the box in the island.
Rikers, whole different hit up north.
That's right.
So in Rikers, you still got your weight up. You know what I'm saying? You got the SBAs, they bring you little snacks and all that. That's the inmates, they could do their go-rounds. COs is like black, Latino like us, so they'll look out for you. Or he'll good dude, they'll bring you some food. Upstate, and white brothers, I don't even want to say brothers, them white people, they different, man. They hate you. So it was just like within 2 months, I lost like 15 pounds, you heard? And I got to do 60 months. So I was like, oh, I'm going to die here, you heard? So, but so many new dudes knew me from upstate population that they knew that they was trying to send me out. Like, you know, like look out for me. So they're like, oh, you can't stay here.
They started embracing you.
Yeah, so they were like, you can't be here because dudes going to try to look out for you. So they sent me to Southport. You already know Southport is. Welcome to Southport. That's a whole different...
So Southport, for those that don't know, Southport is a whole prison. And it's the box. It's SHU, Special Housing Unit. And that's where they send all the fuck-ups. You do your bid, you call the box time from over there, you go in Stockport. You call this guy from Clinton, caught a case, he got to do box time, he go to Southport. You know, Southport was a lot different when I was there. Because when I was there, it was still population, and I went there already with box time. So I went straight to Key Lock, and then they put me down in the real box, down, you know, in
Ground Zero, yeah.
Ground Zero.
Yeah.
Boom. Like say under the ground at this bitch. And at that time, it was a lot of when they started, you know, like transition the whole jail, it was a lot of incidents. People get cut, people bumping into each other. Me and you got beef, or I cut your brother in New York, I shot your cousin.
Yeah.
You know, shit just became, and it was like, I thought I'd never come out the box.
Yeah.
But so how was your experience in Southport? I mean, like, you know, break it down for the brothers, like, you know.
I was just telling the brother outside, I'm like, yo, I know dudes that did 25 years in prison. You can't tell they did a day in prison because they had like their time was relatively I want to say sweet, but they wasn't on the block. You know what I'm saying? They chilled. They had, and I know dudes that did 5 years and they came out of jail different because they did a lot of box time. Box time mess you up, man. That solitary confinement, you don't eat. You don't have no books, no interaction with people. That shit is different, man. And
that shit is a mental abuse, man.
It's therapy. You know, dude next door can't get to you. So he like, so like 4 a.m, you can't sleep. And you already know the shit game is real.
Well,
dudes can't get at you. So they
let them know. Break that shit down when you talk about the shit game.
He traumatized
because these young brothers don't know about none of that.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So the shit game is a dude say, yo, I can't bust my gun because we ain't in population. Bust your gun is like stabbing somebody. So I bust my toothpaste. They can't get at you. So when you walk into the shower, escorted or whatever, walking by yourself, a dude will throw like in his toothpaste, he'll throw a concoction of urine with shit, and when you walk by, he shit you down. Sometimes they put magic shave, the shit usually shave your beard, and dudes you walk into the shower and you see him because the cell just opens your cell. He's like, all right, walk down. You got to walk 30 cells, and this dude's waiting for you. You was gate banging with him on the gate. Oh, well, suck my, all right. He's like, I'm going to see you when you go to the shower. Don't worry about it. Now you walking by. He waited for you with the shit to shit you down. So now you trying to like, damn, should I run? You can't run because that's blowing it up. This is the bug out shit. They're like, nah, go ahead. Don't blow it up. Take it on like a man. Now they hit you with this concoction. I seen dudes dreads fall off with this freaking concoction. This magic shave, feces, festive for urine. Some dudes get walking by talking shit and hit them right in the mouth, man. This shit is nasty work. Thank God I never got shitted on because I ain't one of them dudes that be on the gate arguing with dudes.
Yeah.
I already know, like, yo, just do more listening than talking. Dudes get on the gate, start gate banging, call them gate monsters and all that.
Yeah, sell gangsters.
Yeah, sell gangsters.
Yeah.
And sometimes you start selling like these wolf tickets that your ass can't cash because you tell a dude eat a frank in prison. We already know that's a no-no. Don't invite a man to your private. So now you thinking you in the box, you're gonna tell a dude eat something. And the dude's like, all right, with this 20 tons of steel in between us, tell me that in population.
Right.
And dudes know, some dudes that they tell that to in population, it's gonna be some consequences. I know dudes that stood in the box, they came to the box with like 6 months, ended up staying 6 years because they don't want to go to population. They like, I know I told this dude eat a frank. I know he's heavy in the jail. Yeah. I know as soon as I
get shit in the box was real. I went to the box doing 18 months, and one of doing 3 years and 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's just, and I was getting along with guys, cops, police. I was there for the riot. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you ever heard about the riot.
Yeah, I think my boy Junebug got caught up in that.
Yeah,
right?
the only biggest riot ever. They came up in there.
Yeah.
The Orange Crushing.
Yeah.
It was on and popping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They fucked us up.
Yeah, I took one for the team. That was official.
For real.
Yeah.
But so you did how much time you did in the box?
So you appeal it. You don't get all that time. They give you the exuberant time. Learn how to bust your pen up north, meaning like be litigate. Don't accept nothing. Appeal everything. So I appealed it and they ended up breaking it into 2 years. So I did like 2.5 years.
Okay.
Ended up going to Elmira. Once again, same shit, bro.
Back to the penitentiary, Elmira.
Back to Elmira. I had a couple of my boys in there. And as soon as I got to the box, like I said, I was gangbanging at the time. As soon as I got to the box, I'm like, yo, I'm going to end up going to the box my whole bid. So I got to like switch it up. I'm going to try to chill and fall back from this gang shit because it got me 2 new ones in Rikers Island. As soon as I go up north.
What gang you was affiliated with?
I was Stone.
Bloods.
Yeah, I was Blood. And so when I come out the box, I'm like, I'm gonna have to fall back. I didn't want to do it in the box because a lot of dudes fall back in the box. I'm like, let me do it in the population in case somebody say something so I can just address it. And as soon as I get to the jail, my man was in the jail. Shout out to Chippy the Dawn. And I tell Chippy, I'm like, yo, I gotta talk to you. He's like, yo, hold on, I'm about to go to the box. I gotta tell you something first. We just went at it with these dudes, and he's telling me everything. And he's like, yeah, my man already got the hammer. He already know you coming. Make sure this dude get clapped. Make sure he get kicked out the whip. Make sure this dude. Yo. And I'm like, yo, I just finished doing like 3 years in the box. So I'm like, damn. So he's like, all right, I'm gone. What you got to tell me? I can't tell him I'm falling back now.
Yeah.
It's times of war. So I was like, I ain't nothing, man. You already know. Stone love, man. And now back at the riffraff again, man. Trying to circumvent the prison. And it was nasty work, man. Because it's literally between a rock and a hard place because you start beefing with dudes like, damn, this is my man I know him from my neighborhood. Mm-hmm. Like my son Eli, he from my neighborhood, 169th and all that. And if he's Mac Baller, we Stone, we beefing with them, that's my man's growing up. We all part of the same block, but now I'm part of this gang, so I'm like, what do you do? That's like when I tell people, if you Muslim and you gangbanging, you between a rock and a hard place, you got to choose. You know what I'm saying? You from the Bronx, you on the Bronx court, but you going at it with these dudes, and that's dudes that, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you do? This shit gets sticky in there, man. Get sticky.
When it shouldn't be like that, because if you Muslim, it's a religion.
But you already know.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like that in jail.
Yeah. It is a religion.
In jail, it's a / gang religion.
They would never say that though. They'll say,
you know what I mean? I don't know.
They'll say that it's sacred blood. Like if that's the brother, you know, unfortunately, a lot of dudes might go in there under protection, not with ulterior motives. Like, yo, he might have a rape case or something, so he's gonna throw the kufi on for protection. Right. So now, like, yo, this dude raped, you know, my daughter. I'm gonna get at him. Yo, that's the Muslim brother. He already took, you know, Shahada. He's sacred. I'm like, I don't care about none of that. He raped my daughter. I'm gonna smoke him. Yeah. So now they got to get involved. Then you get involved, and that's why it becomes almost like conflict of interest. Wow.
So then what happened that occasion? So
with the occasion, I circumvented. I had cleaned it up. You know, for lack of better words, the dudes that Chippy had beef with. So I'm about to fall back. My boy, shout out to Sun G. He pull up. We trying to fall back, chill. I'm passing the torch. I'm trying to get my life together. This is how shit work. Finally leaving the drugs alone. I ain't selling drugs. I ain't robbing, stealing, nothing. I'm chilling. Trying to get my life together. And we going to the mess hall, cafeteria, and somebody takes a water bottle that belongs to the CO. And they stop the line. I'm on the back of the line. Don't play the back of the line. And they picked me as the herb. Being picked as the herb, basically, like, we don't know who took this water bottle, but you look like the one we gonna pick this on. And police pulled me to the side, put me against the wall, started talking shit. I'm like, yo, y'all got the wrong one. They're like, you think you tough. Put them leather gloves on, and then we got to it, man. And they jumped me, broke me up pretty bad, threw a weapon on me. They said assault on staff. He tried to, you know, and now I'm in Chemung County back again with a new case, fighting a new charge.
Wow.
They gave me 16 months in the box for that. When I went to Chemung County, the lawyer, he's a cop-out lawyer, like basically plead guilty. And he's like, yo, plead guilty. Plus you already got these other new bids you caught, so it's looking like a 3-strike felon. And at the time I was convicted with what I felt, I'm like, nah, I'm not copping out the nut. You don't have to, let's pick them. Let's pick the jury.
Yeah.
And everybody's looking at you like, yo, this is Chemung County, good old boys club, all white people.
Yeah, all white people.
They're gonna fry you up, homie. You're gonna get like 10, 15 years on top of your 20 years or whatever. And I was like, yo, I don't care. I was like already in the zone, like, nah, I ain't taking nothing. And lo and behold, I beat trial, you heard? Word. I beat trial and
Look at that shit.
Word. That was good.
Shit, that was big.
Yeah. That same day when I came back, when I beat trial, I was on the level 2 with Southport. When I came back, my shit was on level 3.
Wow.
The cookie floor, whatever.
Yeah.
I had got mad packages, mad
you
mail.
Get phone calls.
Yeah, so everything was like, that's one of them wins I finally caught, like for staying stern. And from that, when I came out the box, then I was like, yo, after this, all this shit I'm going through, I'm gonna change my life around. That's when I started trying to program.
So when you came out the box, you did how much time in the box though for that?
That was 16 months.
And once you beat the case, they let you out the box?
No.
You still got the box time?
Still got the box time. I appealed it, but they wasn't jacking it. Because, you know, that's litigation with the courts. You beat the courts. But that was like, yo, it didn't automatically transition to your prison time.
To your prison time.
That's Chemung County. That's Albany.
So you did your 16 months in the hole.
Came out the box, and as you know, once
went back to Southport?
Well, I went back to Southport, after the second one. And then after when I came out the box, I went to Comstock. The first incident was in Elmira. And once you got this assault on staff, as soon as you come into jail, police already looking at you like asshole.
Yeah, they extra.
Yeah, they extra because they were like, oh, you like to put hands on our officers. And you already know how that went. So, you know, getting into issues with them and all that. And it was rough, man. But like I said, I stood the course. I had a good support system. Lady came back into my life, so she was like, yo, what we doing? You know what I'm saying?
That was nice.
That helps a lot. You know what I'm saying? When you got a support system, because if you don't have nobody, you just like thugging and bugging. Like you dragging your knuckles all through the concrete. Like, I don't care. Nobody care about me. But now that she popped back up, I'm like, all right, somebody care about me.
She had a young lady come through, touch back bases with you and all that.
Got married in Comstock.
Got married in Comstock.
Yeah, don't question.
Still married to her?
Yeah, yep.
Oh man, that's cool, man. I love that.
11 years later,
that's what's up, man.
Yeah, we have kids and all that now. So
that's what's up, man.
And she likes to take credit for everything. She's like, yo, you got your college degree. You did this. That was me.
Okay.
That was me.
But you know what? She probably pushed you.
Nah, she's definitely motivation.
That's what I'm saying, my motivation of, come on, do it. You can do it, nigga. Come on, fuck all that. Do that.
It's that equivalent when we working out in the yard and you pushing that 320 and somebody spot you.
Of course.
I still did the 320. She spotted me.
Yeah, she spotted you. That's
right.
Me.
She spotted me.
That was dope.
That was dope.
So, so you went to Comstock and from there, where you?
Then to the Have.
Okay.
Greenhaven. Finally got close to New York, man. Greenhaven's only like an hour away.
And what year you came home?
I came home 2021.
And what is the worst things you've seen in prison that you can never forget?
Damn, bro. Pete digs deep. He's like a psychologist. You got me going back to the neocortex over here.
We going back to that yard. We going back to that yard. You know what I'm saying?
I done compartmentalized that shit in the back with the trauma.
It's that yard talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. A lot of good brothers, comrades. We call them comrades that we met in there. They gone. You ever seen that movie Get Out?
Yeah.
They go into the sunken place. You know what I'm saying? Like, you no longer recognize them. They no longer recognize you. Whether it's Pepas, whether it's the box time, whether it's their family dying, you don't recognize them no more. They a shadow of themselves. And I've seen a lot of good brothers that was just like, yo, what's up, homie? And they looking at you like they not there. Yeah. And to see like dudes soul disappear like that still messes me up to this day.
Okay. That's different because I usually get most of the brothers that I interview, they be like, oh, I got seeing this dude's eye poked out, this, that, lungs, this, that. That right there is deep. You know what I'm saying? To see that you see, because that's another topic as far as mental health is important. You know what I'm saying? And you don't get that, mental health in prison, they take care of it by just giving you some pills. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They give you some pills and, you know what I'm saying? And keep you calm. Next thing you know, you in the yard picking up buds and all that. You know the vibe. Yeah, that's the dudes I'm talking about. That I lost them, man. And it's true. You think about it like, what have I seen that twisted me? What I have seen that twisted me is seeing other brothers twisted. Because that's like my man. Like, I literally tell dudes in prison, I don't know if y'all know, like, we tell each other, yo, I love you, bro. Yeah. Like, it's like, what is it called? Survivor's guilt. Like, when somebody leaves a war and they come home, from after being in Pakistan or whatever, and you come home, you feel guilty. When I got, they say, yo, you made the board. I didn't want to celebrate because I felt guilty because I know two dudes that got hit. So I didn't even want to even be in the yard like, yo, I made it, bro, I'm going home. I know that brother got hit, So I didn't even want to say it because it's just like, them brothers didn't make it. So I feel bad leaving them behind. It's almost when, I don't know if you watch baseball, when Puerto Rico beat DR. Yeah. And son messed up his joint, they couldn't even celebrate because now you have, your shit get altered now. Right. So it's just like my celebration got put to a standstill because it's like that brother didn't make it. Right, I get you. If we all made it out of here, then I'm good. Then we'll be good.
But this is what I always think about the brothers, man. To this day, it's just like I left.
And that's complicated, man, because you really want to show you happy. You really want to be like, shit. Oh my God, I made it. You know what I'm saying? But a situation like that, I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, let me fall back and show a little respect. You know what I'm saying, for those that didn't make it, because at the end of the day, we all got feelings and all that. You know what I'm saying? We all humans. You know what I'm saying? So, what year you came home?
2021, December 21st.
You still on parole?
Definitely on parole.
And what's going on with that?
Nah, they smooth. You know, I heard the horror story. They run in your house, the curfew, you know that. They ain't really give me none of that.
And what you doing?
So when I got home, I did barred and did college. So I got into the workshops. Then I got back into college to finish another college degree. I already had one college degree, so finish another college degree.
Congratulations, man.
Education is important, man. And
that's right. That's a fact.
And then I ended up getting a job working for the Department of Health, speaking of health.
Okay.
And mental hygiene. So now it's like giving back. Even with the nonprofit, I work with 914 United. Shout out to them. It's like this moral obligation. We did so much bad. So how do we do good? Try to compensate that. Like I didn't know I was that bad until I tried to be good. It was hard for me. It was just like breathing fresh air for the first time. So now working, helping people that do drugs, harm reduction, and helping justice involved youth. That's like my way of giving back. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Wow.
And that's what you've been doing?
That's what I've been doing. Busy with that.
Busy with that. That's good though. You love doing it?
Yeah, it's a passion, and they intertwine, because we help the asylum seekers, we help justice involved youth. Like I go to the detention center, talk to a kid. We done went to the prison in the Bronx or Rise and talk to the youth. Different places in Brooklyn. Yeah, you gotta
give me. I share. We'd love to go there and want to do some episodes, some live episodes with the with the audience, with the kids out there.
Yo, them youth, they need you. I'm gonna hit you with this one joint before we bounce. I went there to go talk to these kids, right? It's like 30, 40 of them. They all ganged out. They smelling like weed. They got razors in their mouth. As soon as I came, I'm talking to them. They like, yo, who you? You can see the razors that they talking. I'm like, damn. They lit. Out of 168 kids, like 140 had murders. So they all going up north. So as you talking to them, they looking at you like, who this old nigga to them? We antiquated. We old niggas.
Yeah. Like,
so now you build rapport. Like, yo, listen, I've been there, done that. I give them a little backdrop like I just gave y'all.
Absolutely.
So now they like, oh, this nigga valid. Like he been through some shit. So now as we talking, we hit him with a real man shit. Like, yo, boo, boo, boo. Dudes didn't tell you about this. I'm gonna tell it to you straight up. I ain't here to tell you what you should do. I'm telling you what I did, what I learned. You can take it or leave it. So I'm like, I appreciate that. Appreciate y'all time. I'm gonna keep it pushing. I gotta talk to other dudes. You know them dudes stood up. They're like, nah, you ain't leaving. They told the security, nah, he ain't leaving. We shutting it down. They leave. They were so thirsty for that man-to-man conversation,
right,
that they were like, nah, we need more time with you.
That's
when
dope.
you coming back.
That's dope.
So when you say we got to go over there, they need dudes like us.
So we need to make that happen,
we need to go over there. Word.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the young brothers out there, man. You already know.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? We here. We gonna come through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
we
that's
outside,
what
we outside.
We outside in the trenches, but we good.
Yeah.
We focus this side. You know what I'm saying? That's good. So now that's what you're doing full time.
Full time. A little bit here, a little bit there.
Do you have any kids? What's going on?
Yeah, I got a before I got locked up, I had a 2-year-old. He just graduated college. He live in Florida.
Okay, good.
And then I got a 3-year-old.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since you've been home?
Yeah, well, I had them in there, conjugal visits.
Oh, shit.
You know how that go? You can get trailers. If you behave in prison, you get trailer visits, conjugal visits.
Okay.
With your family or with your loved one. And
that's a blessing, man.
Yeah. Trailer babies is different though. My man Hav told me that. They like more turned up, man. Like he's super wild. My other son was mad calm. Cause you know, you got this shit that he gets, like, yo, he got your smile, P, your kid got your smile, he got your eyes, your daughter got your eyes. And then you got the environmental things, cause you know they grew up in the Bronx. But then there's some other shit, man. I forgot what it's called. That whatever you going through at the time that you had conceived a baby, they get that too.
Yeah, they get that,
So being my wife at the time, she was real vigilant because she worked with airplanes, and at the time I'm in prison time, the baby, he's turned up. Like he's aware of everything, he's aggressive, and I'm like, damn, man, did I mess him up? Like,
that's right, but you got patience, man.
I got patience.
You're gonna be there for him.
I love him. He's just turned up.
That's what I said. You're gonna be there for him. You got to be able to. You know, he needs that guy. He needs you. You see how a bunch of young brothers are out there in the world and shit that you do in your current job and all that. Your son needs it. You know what I'm saying? You already know. We're gonna keep him focused.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Be that he turned up like that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be sure he extra focused.
Yeah, God knew that he need 2 parents because he could have done one thing. Yeah, he need like 5 parents.
So you know, one last question. Why you feel like the shows like this and podcasts like this is important for the youth?
Because it's a platform. A lot of times, you get these snippets, not to shoot down Instagram or YouTube or all these other platforms. You get these snippets of cherry picked information. I'm saying like, oh, this is what we doing. We getting money, this and third. But same thing when I went to prison. They glamorize it. I had my weight up, I had the chain on, I had the phone. But they don't tell you about the beef yakisobe. How you get out the visit, you got to show your ass. They don't tell you the other shit. So this platform right here that you having, you telling them the real. Like you peeling back the curtain. Like, yo, the Wizard of Oz, this is how the sausage is made. You heard?
Absolutely.
So it's important because you get to like I said, uncover certain things that they're like, yeah, I ain't know that. And if you think it can't happen to you, it's like it's nothing new under the sun, man. It's just different days, different times. And you putting it on the game, take it or leave it.
With that being said, you already know it's your boy Pistol. Stay out of fucking jail. You already know what it is, man.
You see it, where's that?
The trenches, that's what it is. And I want to thank my brother,
Bossalinie,
the fucking building. You know what I'm saying? And with that, let's get to the kikes, man. We got the kite. You already know with my brother Boxing Dice. You already know it's your boy Pistol Pete, dog in the yard. Welcome back to Dog in the Yard with your boy Pistol Pete. I want to thank Bossalinie for coming through. Keep doing your thing, my brother. He out there working with substance addiction, plus mental health. You know what I'm saying? Like the brother's like a whole turnaround, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you having you on my show. And you already know, with that being said, man, keep doing your thing. Stay blessed, man. Your boy Pistol Pete, Dog in the Yard.
This that yak music. Dog in the Yard. Pistol Pete. SF. And this DJ Khaled. Let's go.
I don't move unless it's bands. Diamond stars all in my rings. She don't move unless it's bands. But that hoe, this ain't no